Today and yesterday have been great. The sessions have been quite informative.
Conferences such as this bring diversity of thinking, of perspectives, of experience and solutions.
Well, I think it's crucial for the development of the continent, basically.
We want to provide benefits to members. They're going to live for long and want to make sure that they receive benefits. If you only invest in one type of asset class or certain types of asset classes, we will end up with periods where we don't perform well. And this is where alternative investments step in.
Africa is blessed with a lot of funds. Unfortunately, pension funds have generally shied away from alternatives of private equity.
They've got a different investment profile from the traditional investments, and they're not as correlated to the markets as traditional investments. And they give us an opportunity not only to get higher returns, but to diversify our income.
We're seeing a growth in private markets, and I think that's exactly what Africa needs to solve the challenges that Africa has.
When you invest in small companies, you enable this company to develop.
We have a high youth population, and as the population in Africa continues to grow, I think VC and PE will be the classes that will drive the population growth and will drive development within the continent.
Private assets are the real economy, being real estate, infrastructure, startups or private companies.
As we search for higher returns, as we search for diversification, more and more pension funds will be looking to increase their private equity allocation. And this extends to other private classes, private credit, private debt as well.
The private assets industry in Africa is 10 years old. And when you compare it to the US or to Europe, it's in one case 50 years, in the other it's nearly 30 years. So it takes time.
We need to talk about it more and actually get together, particularly the asset managers, the investment advisors.
So what tends to happen is that we wait for bigger players to be involved first, and then if we see that it's successful for them, smaller pension funds start following suit. So I think that trial period is past. I think the bigger funds, inclusive of the GPF, have shown that we can generate returns from private equity and other private investments.
One of the strengths of the African continent is that you don't have, we say, when you speak about cell phone, the use of cell phone by the African people is much more developed than the use of cell phone in Europe or in the US.
I think there is still a bit of capacity development that needs to take place around AI, what it means, how can it be used.
We will talk about AI, talk about technology and all that, but in the end it is people and how we want to treat people socially and otherwise.
We are investing on behalf of members, we're investing on behalf of trustee boards, we're investing on behalf of people.
Housing, for example, is a good example. We're seeing more and more pension funds, investors looking at how their managers could invest in projects that are addressing the housing challenge that we're facing as a continent, but also globally as a whole.
There is a huge potential within the pension fund assets under management to finance the real economy. And if we finance the SMEs, then the SMEs will become greater. And so we will create a better economy in several African countries.